and I'm welcome back to Story Life, King Lizard, Daily Dose of Brain Rot. Here we are, Sorcs, the Tennessee, the Rampage, Voice of the Infamy edition. We left the KTM at home and dusted off the cobwebs on this old noble Yamaha, where we first ever started racing on. If you've never raced the Rampage before, allow me to give you a synopsis on what you would expect this arduous round to bring to the table. It may be a beautiful and slowly single track with the most prime dirt imaginable. Traction for days, with spontaneous 90-degree turns in a very fast downhill section. Dust that will make you second guess why you even showed up today. Immense elevation changes, climbing at hills where the only choice is to give it the beams or slowly fall down them. Thankfully, the Yamaha actually these goes up so much, it was a much better situation than the alternative. Not only enjoy the battles and some tight and congested single track, with a little bit of blindside turns. What a treat. I wonder what's overhead. I mean, more blindside turns. This video will answer many questions that no one has ever asked. Will the Yamaha be an asset or a liability? Will I feel good about myself? Will we have fun? Stay tuned. The resolutions will be presented later on in the video.
Skinner, because once the music started rolling, I I couldn't stop the montage. Had to keep it going. We're about to go into this sketchy downhill section. How you doing? We are right behind Brandon Kozar, my buddy. We do a little bit of battling throughout the entire day. Thankfully, you know, every time I passed him, I would fall, and then he would get right on by, and he would get some more camera footage. Lucky guy. What is going on here, dude? Off-camber sections with like trees. Oh, look at that, dude. Brandon almost got concussed. This is crazy. You obviously elected to bring the Yamaha out there today. It has been since 2024 since I've raced this steed, and my typical finishing position in 200C was like 16th. So I think I've done a little bit of growing, dude. We've progressed a little bit, got a little more seat time under our belt, and I feel a little more comfortable on this thing. This bike has almost 100% low-end power, like on the entire spectrum. In comparison to my KTM, which is quite linear, it's got a little bit of everything everywhere you need it. The Yam, dude, I don't know if it's the mapping I got on it, or just the machine in general, but it's like you hit the throttle and then the front end just kind of wants to lift up, and you know, it kind of gets me in some bad positions. I end up hitting a fair amount of trees today. I feel like I'm defoliating the rainforest, dude, for no profit whatsoever. You know what I could profit off of? YouTube monetization. I think we're at 708 subscribers on the Squid Life YouTube program. So if you're not subscribed, it's free. You should do it. Bye, Brandon. We'll see you soon, because I think, relatively certain, we're behind the Marlboro Man right here. I'm stuck behind him for a hot minute. I start to get a little impatient. I got all my buddies that I typically ride with on the 250B row that started one row ahead of me, and I want to go say hi to them. Dude, I got Gunner up there. I got Grant Dickerson, who I never can catch anyway, but I want to go say hi to my buddies, dude. I got a pretty bad start, and I want to make my way up the pack, man. I kind of blew my wad first lap trying to make some moves happen. Bit me in the butt cheeks, and I ended up on the ground for the majority of the friggin' lap. While this course was a genuine blast, it was incredibly one-lined in the woods. And when you got to the open sections, it was incredibly sketchy, deviating from the main line. You were going from some pretty good packed-in trail, wandering off into like loose, silty sand, moon dust, and large rocks. Not good for going fast. Things got a little sketchy, and you'll see right around the video, I almost yeet myself off the trail. Not a good time. So it was incredibly hard to pass people in my squidly perspective, and you'll see that demonstrated here. Try to pass a Marlboro Man, dude, a tree. God damn it! What the hell? Brandon almost runs me over, dude, and all those people I worked so hard to friggin' pass are moving on by, and I'm just waving to him. Not ideal. Also, somehow found neutral. So let's get this thing back up and keep it rolling. I'm sure we'll catch up to these people quite shortly. Hey, we found them. Guess what? Sketchy downhill into some weird turns. And pulled a Sexton. Front end washout. I'm on the ground again. More people going by, and I'm out here looking like a chud. Just, you know, neutral. What is happening, dude? So I'm telling myself I gotta calm the hell down, and thankfully I crashed right in front of a quite substantial hill, and this guy's having a pretty bad time. Somehow found his way past that log into the curve. Not great. I'm like fatigued at this point, dude. I'm wore out. You know, I've had 2 stupid dinky crashes, and all my buddies are getting away. So definitely trying really hard to push right now, and I think that contributed significantly into my blisters. I normally never really get blisters this bad. I think this course was so incredibly physical. It was a very difficult and arduous course to attempt to navigate, and dude, the skin like peeled off of my friggin' hands on like lap 2. And I was trying to ride the rest of the day on this friggin' beast of a bike, and trying to control the thing, but it was riding me. I wasn't riding this thing. And let's go ahead and skip. I get stuck behind a lot of people today, and I didn't really quite know how to pass them safely. While Tennessee River Rampage is one of the most difficult courses on the entire Sorcs circuit, it's also one of the most beautiful, man. It's difficult to try to go fast when you're also simultaneously admiring this beautiful view, man. This is gorgeous. We get like power line adjacent vibes going on, just ripping through some beautiful friggin' trails. And this was one of the lone moments of solitude I got to enjoy throughout the entire day. And that is because I kept falling on the ground, letting my entire row pass me by. But don't worry, dude, the schoolboys, they're gonna come and get me. I'll have to pull over for them. C-Class, you friggin' sandbaggers, man, dude, what are half you guys doing? Y'all should be kicking my ass in my own class. Go ahead and graduate. It's time. If you feel personally violated and vindicted by that statement, perhaps you should take a good look at yourself. I think it's the best advice somebody could give you. Go ahead, move on up, dude. You're going to ride with faster people, get faster. I wasn't ready. Probably still wasn't ready to move on to B, but you know what, dude? I'm still having a freaking blast. This is a good time, man. And I tell you, I've really developed some phenomenal skills at pulling off for people. Just ask the AA guys. They're going to be like, yeah, Fred is quite a courteous gentleman. He launches himself into the trees to get out of my way. One thing throughout the short duration of my racing career and escapades is I am really bad at navigating trains. When I'm in the caboose, I feel very susceptible to young schoolboys and C-Class people just punting me out of the way for some reason. So you'll see multiple times throughout the video, dude, I just go ahead, and when I'm in a train, I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel like bothering with this. I'm going to let the faster people behind me try to break it up and see if I can take advantage of an opportunity. Oh yeah, this fella's prime right here. He looks like he knows how to make some moves happen. He's out here rev bombing. Let's see what he does. Let's see what kind of actions he can create. Nope, there's another one. It was only the first lap. At every downhill, man, I was riding the front brake, the rear brake, and my butt cheeks were clenched, and I'm sore all over. I got blisters, dude. I'm red, I'm sore, I'm pink. It's not good. Well, opportunity has arose. These people are stuck, dude, and they didn't see the turn. I didn't either, but you know what? They saw it before I did, so I was able to be a little maneuverable, make some magic happen, dude, and keep on rolling. And this schoolboy is still working on this very congested train action, and we're breaking it up piece by piece, inevitably, until I fall again. It should be quite fun. We find the Marlboro man once again. I am telling you, I have a really hard time passing in certain conditions on the track. I'm trying to make some moves happen here, dude, but like, what am I going to do? Go ride in the shrubs? And then we get into this tight stuff, and I think I do a little bobbing. I do a little weaving through some terrible lines. What is that, man? I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. I'm just kind of blowing my wad for things that aren't quite efficient. Living on a prayer, dude. I'm like Bon Jovi on a friggin' Yamaha. We're approaching mile 6, and I feel like all I've really done has been ride backwards due to my own self-inflicted mistakes. I feel like perhaps something to alleviate that issue would be to maybe try on the start. Get out front and not have to exert maximum effort into attempting to pass people, getting too aggressive, and then pancaking myself. You know, I think I'd do it to myself. In C-Class, I was usually a very, very good starter, and I would just grip it. Oh, dude, the Marlboro man has been passed. Farewell. He'll probably get me after I fall on the ground here shortly. But no, dude, I had some good times in C-Class. I was able to just kind of cruise to a good start pretty much every round. Didn't matter how many people were on the friggin' row. That KTM, dude, hit the button, we were off and running. And This year, man, I'm just like, okay, what am I going to try to do? You know, beat Owen Mock to the first turn? No, I'm an idiot, but I'm not that stupid. Here we are, getting into the dusty sections. The woods were perfect prime and sufficiently hydrated, and we get out to the sunny sections, and a little bit of a dust cloud action. I'm a little scared to check my air filter, so maybe I'll put that off until the next round. I'm not sure if I'll be bringing the KTM or the Yamaha to the grand finale. I tell you, 4-stroke B is a lot harder than 250B. And are we making progress? Yeah, we are, dude. All right, let's go. Let's keep it rolling. I was talking with my executive chef today, and he has a mild interest in dirt bikes, and did a little bit of that as a young man. And he was like, do you think the KTM would have been better? After I told him the conditions of the racetrack, and I'm like, yeah, you know, it probably would have been, because, you know, I have like a seat concept seat, would have helped with my butt cheek chafing. I have quality of life improvements on that thing. On this Yamaha, dude, I'm just raw dogging it. And, you know, we make a mistake here. Hey, we're twinning, dude. I also have a Recluse in this thing, thanks to Anthony Bennett. I bought his moderately used one. And after we get passed by all the people that I worked so hard to pass, oh my God, dude. Oh, this is awful. Yep, time to remount this thing and try to do it again. So that was kind of the theme of the day, was I feel like the speed, sufficient. I feel like I was hauling butt, working my way up some hills. It was just every step forward was like 2 steps back. And maybe I should work on that. But I had a really good performance on this Yamaha at the U.S. Sprint Enduro at Rogers Farm in 96, South Carolina, maybe a month ago. I don't know, time is an abstract concept. I've been working too much. I haven't had many days off recently. So, but that Sprint Enduro, man, it kind of made me want to bring the Yamaha on out. And after clinching second place in 250B, I was like, why not? I'm playing with house money. I'm still going to show up to Sorcs, even though it's a friggin' 4-hour drive out to middle of nowhere, Tennessee. But I wanted to kind of replicate that same energy and intensity that I had during that Sprint Enduro. So I really went out there on Sunday, and I tried to give my all and maximum effort, and I couldn't quite piece it together, but you know what? Still had a freaking blast, man. If nothing else, my riding should be described as chaotic and major beanage without a whole lot of intuitive, critical thinking skills. I just give it gas and see what happens. Like this, dude. You know, I don't know where the turn's coming from. Where were the arrows besides right in front of me? You know, I probably should have looked at those guys. All right, we're behind this fella with a license plate mounted on his steed, and it's got me thinking. If I had a horn on my dirt bike, I would be insufferable. Ooh, what a stupid move I made there, but you know what? It worked. Sometimes you gotta show them a reel. Show them you mean business, and that's not something I usually do, but I feel really bad when I do it. So, sorry? If you look to your right, on top of the log is perched Jerry Merrill, our most handsome Sorcs sweeper. He's a very nice fellow. We're getting into the concussion trunk. Successfully navigated that. Alright, we're nearing 20 minutes on the video. You know what that means. I'm friggin' tired of doing this. So we're gonna wrap this thing on up. Perhaps I'll find some fitting music for another montage. An intro montage and an outro montage. Oh, what a treat. Look at how the program is developing. I'm going to feature some clips and highlights from my dear friend, Clayton Crochet, who's sculpted, perhaps, like a mythological being.
Engines pumping, thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns. Their prowess is potent and secretly stern. As they speed through the finish, the flags go down. The fans get up and they get out of town. The arena is empty, except for one man still driving and striving as fast as he can. The sun has gone down and the moon has come up.
having a bad time.
Oh man, what a good time yesterday was. Tennessee River Rampage never fails to disappoint. What a unique opportunity it was to be featured on the Sorcs plaque at this round. Monkeytown Mayhem Tier took a wonderful photo of me accidentally making a mistake. However, with her talent and skills, she portrayed it as a somewhat beautiful imagery depicting me of a semblance of craft. It was a good picture. Allow me to show you. Thankfully, I got about 40 Sharpies in my truck, and I was out there signing autographs. Look at that, dude. I even wrote boobs on a few of them. They're pretty good. Speaking of boobs, if you watched the video to this very point, leave a comment. Write boobs and support the program. Man, I appreciate you guys watching this dumb stuff and supporting me in my stupid endeavors. Just having a good time drinking some beer, commentating over some YouTube GoPro footage. We'll see you guys at the grand finale. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, look at that. That is substantial. Oh, God.